Good morning, all of you. I am Sanjay Kumar Panda. I am working as an assistant professor in the Department of Computer Science Engineering, BSSUT Bulla. I have completed my BTech degree from BSSUT Bulla, MTech from NIT Rourkela. Currently, I am pursuing my PhD at ISM Dhanbad. My research interests are cloud computing, big data, and fault tolerance aspect in distributed system. In today's lecture, we will see nonlinear data structure, and prerequisites for this subject is that the student must familiar with fundamental of the data structure and linear data structure and its disadvantages. For example, if you go for a linear data structure like an array, if you see an array of n elements, the properties are they are present in a linear order. For example, if I pick this element has a predecessor as well as a successor. But the root element do not have any predecessor and the last element do not have any successor. So if there are n elements are there, suppose I want to search a particular element, at that time we require a complexity of order of n to search a element of n size. So if you go for a nonlinear data structure, for example, if I choose a tree as my option, then the data may be stored like this. There may be a structure like this. The root node is in contains some element, and left subtree and right subtree contains some element. So this is a form of a binary tree. And binary tree says that the total number of elements is at most 2. It may be 0 children, or 1 children, or 2 children. But if the tree looks like this, if it is skewed in nature, then you can again the search complexity is order of n. So if you go for a particular binary tree of height h, then you will see the total number of possible height of a particular tree is h, and the minimum possible height of a tree is log h plus 1 base 2 and its ceiling function. So these are the minimum height and maximum height of a binary tree. So for this purpose, for example, some kind of this analysis, you will also require a complexity of order of n. Why it is order of n? Because the last, if I want to search a last element, then it will search all other elements. So finally we will reach in the nth position, so that the complexity is order of n. So we go for another tree that is called B tree. B stands for the valence tree. In this valence tree, it is an external searching tree. The meaning of external search and how it is different from internal search, that we need to discuss. For example, in our computer memory, for example, if you go for a RAM or a CPU, the capacity of these things are generally limited. But in theoretically, we assume that they have enough number of capacity. If you assume that they have enough number of capacity, then they can store any number of elements. So in that case, we will go for the internal searching technique. But in B tree, it is applicable for the external searching technique, where the capacity of the memory is very less. So you can store a partial elements in the RAM, and the rest elements are present in the hard disks. It may be the external storage hard disks and like a solid state disk, or it may be a network file server. So B tree is developed in 1972 by two scientists. One is Bayer, another is McBride. In 1972. So B tree having some structure, some properties that we need to discuss first. The first property of B tree says that all nodes are present, all the leaf nodes are present in the same level. For example, if I draw a tree like this, then in this case, all the leaf nodes are present in the same level. This is the first property of the B tree. And the second properties of the tree, it says that the number of each, if I go expanding another level, so these nodes are called the leaf nodes, and these are the non-leaf node, and this is the root node. In fact, root is also a non-leaf node, but if you go for the second property says that all the non-leaf nodes having m by 2 number of children, ceiling of m by 2 children, it must have at least m ceiling of m by 2 children. For example, if I go for a order 5, a B tree of order 5 having at least 5 by 2 ceiling, that is 3 children. So it may be contain 3 children, or it may be contain 4 children, or 5 children. That is the size of 5. If you go for another property, that is the third property. Third property says that how many keys a particular node contains. For example, if you go for the binary tree, each node contains only one element. But if you go for the B tree, it may contain more than one element. If you go for in that case, you will see there are m by 2 minus 1 key values. At least m by 2 seal of minus 1 key value. For example, if you go for the order of 5, it may have at least, it is at least 5 by 2 still minus 1, that is 3 minus 1 is 2, so it contains 2, or it may be 3, or it may be 4. That is maximum capacity, that is the order minus 1. Then the fourth of properties of B tree says that if root is the only node, that is the root is the leaf node here, so it must contain one key value. And the fifth property says that if root is not a non-leaf node, means it contains some children. If the number of children is 2 and it is non-leaf node, then it must contain 2 children and it contains at least one key. And the last property says that in a particular order, if a non-leaf node having n minus 1 key value, then it must have n non-children. Next, we will go for the construction of the B tree. For example, the first element need to be inserted into the B tree is 10, and 10 is the first node I want to insert. If you go for the 10, so first we will insert 10 into the B tree, and the next element to the inserted into the tree is 40, and 40 is obviously greater than 10. Before that, you should know what is the order of that tree. If you go for the order, let the order should be 5. So it contains at least 5 by 2 children and 5 by 2 minus 1 number of key values. So next node I want to insert is 40. So I am inserting 40 in the right side because 40 is greater than 10. In the next case, I want to insert the value 30. 30 is then some intermediate position between 10 to 40. So I am inserting here 10, 30 and 40. Next, the next node to be inserted, that is 35. 35 is some intermediate position between 30 to 40. So I am inserting 10, 30, after that 35 and 40. As the order is 5, it contains at least 5 by 2 number of children and 5 by 2 minus 1 number of keys. 5 by 2 is the 2 keys. It contains 2 keys, or it may contain 3 keys, or it may contain 4 keys, because the maximum value is n minus 1. So now the root node contains 4 key values, so we cannot insert another element into the root node. So the next element to be inserted, that is 20. If I insert 20 here, it will violate that rule. So what I will do, I need to balance it. In order to balance the tree, if you put here 20, there are 5 nodes and the median value is 30. So whatever, the 30 will be the root node, and the left subtree becomes 10 and 20, and the right subtree becomes 35 and 40. This is the end 20 insertion. Next we will go for the insertion of 15. If I insert 15, obviously 15 is greater than 30, so it will go to the left subtree, and 15 is some intermediate bit position between 10 to 20. So I am inserting 10, 15 and 20. After that we have 35 and 40. So 15 insertion is over. Next we will go for the insertion of 50. 50 is greater than 30, so it will go to the right subtree. It is also greater than 35, 40. So we will place 50 in the right side of 40. Next the element need to be inserted, that is 28. 28 is less than 30, so it will come to the left subtree, and it is greater than all these elements, so I am putting 28 here. The next element need to be inserted is 25, and 25 is the intermediate position between 20 to 28. Again, it violates the rule. If I insert 25, so what I will do, I will find the median position. The median position is 20. If I insert 25 here, and 20 will come to the root node. Then 20 will be in the root node, and 30 is also the root key value. And before to 20, we have a node that is 10 and 15. And in between 20 to 30, we have nodes like we have 28, and here it is 35 and 40, and it is 50. And the item need to be inserted is 25. 25 is here. So 25 is present here. So this is the node 25, and this is 10, 15, and this is 35, 40, and 50. So this and the insertion of 25. Next I want to insert 5. 5 is less than 20. So and 5 is less than these values. So I will insert into the 10, 15 node. Next the node to be inserted is 60. 60 is greater than 30. So it will come to the right subtree, and it should be inserted here. Next item need to be inserted is 19. 19 is less than 20, so it will be placed in the this position. Next node need to be inserted is 12, and 12 is some intermediate position between 10 to 15. Again it will violate that rule, so I need to move the 12 to the root node. So the 12, 20 and 30, the key values, the three key values in the root node, and in the left subtree you will find 5 and 10. In this you will get 15 and 19. Here you will get 25 and 28. Here 35, 40, 50 and 60. Like that we will go for the insertion of the B tree. Then we will come to the conclusion part. What is the basic need of the B tree? If you go for an example, real life example, there is an Australian company named Telstra. This company is an Australian telecommunication based company. If you go for the database of this company, you will find 51 billion rows are there. 51 billion rows is too much, and it also contains 4.2 TB of data. Okay, so such a massive data, how I want to receive? How I want to retrieve? If I go for a linear search, it will take so much time. So in that case, you can store multiple key values in a single node so that the search becomes faster. Next, we will go for the demerits of the B tree. Still, B tree has some demerits. For example, in multi-user environment, it will not work. If you go for a multi-user environment, the famous example is, suppose I have a account 1 and account 1 contains $50, and simultaneously two users is accessing that account. One user want to withdraw $20 in the same account, another user want to withdraw $30. So what happened? There is an inconsistency in the database. This user will get an update of $30 is the balance, and the balance is here $20. So this makes inconsistency in the database. In the similar fashion, in B tree, it will not work in the case of multi-user environment. And this end with the end today's lecture. Thank you very much.